Welcome to Affinity Designer. In this video, I'll show you how snapping can assist with precise object placement and alignment for pixel perfect UI and web design. I'll create a new pixel document which is 120 pixels wide and 30 pixels tall to accommodate a set of 4 buttons to use on a navigation bar. If I dive straight in and create objects without snapping, I am likely to create them using partial pixels. This will result in the final raster export appearing blurry. We can see this if we switch to pixel view mode by selecting this icon on the toolbar. As I'm designing for UI and web, I'm going to immediately activate the UI design preset by selecting the arrow next to the snapping icon on the toolbar, and then from the preset pop-up menu selecting UI design. This activates all the snapping options I need, such as setting the candidates to immediate layers, switching on force pixel alignment, and snap to grid, as well as switching on snapping. When I now draw my 18 pixel by 18 pixel button, my cursor snaps to full pixels to ensure my raster output will be crisp and clean. Before I add my other buttons, I'm going to define my grid to which I can snap. From the View menu, select Grid and Axis Manager. Then show the grid, deactivate the automatic grid, and then set up a basic standard uniform grid with 6 pixel spacing and 6 divisions. Now I can perfectly align my first button with the other buttons I create. To create my design, I'll work inside this square, so I'll zoom in and select Insert inside the selection from the toolbar. With the UI design snapping options turned on, as you design, you will see red and green dynamic alignment guides, as well as feeling your objects and cursor snap to pixel positions. Once I've finished the individual designs, I'll remove the fill from the squares. This is because these squares are simply defining the boundaries for my buttons, and I actually want all non-coloured areas to be transparent. I'll then add my navbar background as a separate layer. Snapping not only helps when you're designing in Draw or Pixel Persona, but also assists in Export Persona. In Export Persona, slices will always be created to full pixels regardless of whether you create them via the Layers panel or draw them using the Slice tool. You also get the handy options to snap to the spread and spread midpoints, and other slices or slice midpoints. That's about cover snapping for UI and web design, but just to note that slices created from layers from the Layers panel will go out with a transparent background by default, whereas slices created using the Slice tool will go out with a background colour by default. If you'd like to find out more about exporting from Export Persona or about snapping in general, please see our other video tutorials or our comprehensive help system available from the Help menu. Thanks for watching.